University of Connecticut for this incredible honor, to my advisor, Jen Teston, for guiding me to graduation, and to Jim for inviting me to speak today. Thank you. Welcome, friends, family, and especially my fellow graduates. I am so proud and honored to represent you. As Jim just mentioned, my journey to get here has not been smooth or typical. I have taken many detours, and at times it seems the entire world did not want me to get here today. And with every challenge that came between me and this cap and gown to this podium, I was forced to ask myself, is this worth it? You see, when I graduated high school about 20 years ago, I had no plans of higher education at all. I was working full-time, and I remember thinking, this was my path. I was going to work and rise up through the ranks at my job and make it to corporate. As such, I did not apply to any colleges at all when I graduated high school. But when summer break after high school was up, I told my parents I was not going to college. Well, right then and there, we got in my dad's pickup truck, and he drove me to the local community college. He walked me inside to the admissions counter and waited as I picked and registered for classes right there on the spot. To my parents, Joyce and Scott Marlowe, thank you for guiding me towards education, for driving me to college that day, for knowing that education was a gift, something I didn't quite know yet. And I'm one of 4 children, and I'm proud to say that my parents have now raised 4 first-generation college graduates. Still, with working on my mind and getting to corporate as my goal, I couldn't say no to a job opportunity to work in New York City, an offer I received while I was taking classes at the community college. So under the mentorship and guidance of 2 of the best professors, Professor Rose Bednars and Professor Stan Kapanos, I accepted the job. Stan and Rose, if you hear this someday, thank you. Thank you for challenging me, for guiding me, for giving me my very first public speaking experience in business club. I can draw a straight line from my professional success right back to them. So thank you. So, 21 years old, I started commuting every day to New York City. But it was at the cost of completing my bachelor's degree. I tried enrolling in a 4-year school right away to keep working on that degree, but it was just too challenging at the time to work full-time, go to school at night while commuting, so I stopped and withdrew after just 1 semester. A couple of years go by, and I switched industries and got a new job on Wall Street. Finally, I was able to move to New York, and at that point, though, I had just truly closed the book on completing my degree. I'd gotten this far on my own with limited higher education. Did I need to go back? Was it worth it? Yet again, I had someone encouraging me to keep going. This time, it was my boss. And with his encouragement, I enrolled at UConn, Stanford. So 2 nights a week, I commuted from my office in Midtown to Stanford, back to the city, chipping away again, 1 class at a time to get that bachelor's degree. And after completing several classes, and with only 21 credits to go, my husband and I found out we were expecting our first daughter. So with that, I left UConn, 21 credits still on the table. I also left my job in New York, and I started the next phase of my life. But leaving UConn really felt different that time. That departure felt very permanent, and in my heart, I had truly felt that was the end of college for me. But did it matter? Was it worth it? Like a flash, it was 2023. 10 years since my last class at UConn. I happened to be on a walk with a friend, and she told me she was going back to school to get her master's. I was happy for her, of course, but I was overwhelmed with a deep sense of loss. Loss for a college experience I never had. Loss for a goal I didn't complete. Loss for a degree I just couldn't get. I could accept that a 4-year degree was not in the cards for me. I had a full and rewarding career. Should I just be happy with that and accept the loss? Or should I persevere? Should I keep going? Was the effort that it would take to get this degree done worth it? Well, that night, I re-enrolled at UConn for the fall 2023 semester. 21 credits to go. Thank you to my husband, Andrew, and my daughters, Elle and Anna, for supporting me, for cheering me on, and encouraging me as I wrapped up those credits. Thank you. So, I went back to school for the 3rd time, but this time everything was different. Finishing this degree was now very personal. I had nothing to prove, no corporate ladder to climb. This was just for me. I went to community college to make my parents happy. The first time I went to UConn, it was for my career. But this time, going back to school felt like a gift, and it was just for me. For the first time ever at college, I was a student, nothing else. And I had never known that feeling before. I poured everything into these final semesters. I started making friends, I got to know the teachers, I started recognizing people around campus. I couldn't believe after 20 years, I was finally having my college experience. Getting my degree was always a means to an end, and I was constantly questioning, was it worth it? Did I need this? Is this worth the commute, the cost, the hours of homework, the time away from family? Now, I can definitively say, yes, every second was worth it. And I needed this, but for different reasons than I thought. Because I've experienced going back to school at different stages of my life, I've realized that education can mean different things at different stages of my life. From being here to making our parents happy, for a career, or being here completely for ourselves. The point is, UConn is here for you no matter what stage of life you're in. What I'm realizing now, though, is that getting a diploma is just one of the benefits of all that higher education means. We're leaving here smarter and with a degree, but what we've gained is so much more. Community, connection, friends. Some of you may have a story like mine. One where you've white-knuckled your way through your degree. Some of you may have lived on campus and had the full college experience. But whether you've soared through 4 years of college, or you've scrimped and saved and sacrificed, maybe you're graduating with honors, and some of you might be graduating by the skin of your teeth. Regardless, you're here right now, and you did it. If you're worried that your personal or professional timeline is off or behind schedule, that you see your peers getting promotions and you feel stuck where you are, or maybe your fellow classmates are going on to get their masters and you're just recovering from getting this degree today, please don't compare yourself to other people. There's not just one timeline that applies to everyone. What makes you unique is your experiences, your setbacks, your joys, your achievements. All of these things wrapped up make you who you are. Your experiences, which include, the setbacks and the detours, make you perfectly qualified for your next role. Different seasons of life have different purposes. Putting something down for a season doesn't mean you can't pick it back up again in the future. Throughout your life, you're going to have different goals that you will want to achieve, and you get to decide how to get that done. That's your journey. Those twists in your journey are what make you unique and separates you from everyone else. It is never too late to finish what you've started. And it's never too late to try something new. Never give up. And even if what you're trying to achieve is just for you, you're worth it. UConn was worth it. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2025.